The difference between Y theory and X theory is that X theory believes that managers should not necessarily trust their employees as much as Y theory. This means that X theory assumes that all employees are lazy and maybe will be more impacted by external factors and not necessarily be able to problem solve as much or show less commitment to the company. Y theory, on the other hand, shows that employees do believe in the company and are able to work through problems, as well as don't need to be micromanaged or as closely monitored as X theory managers believe. I think that in most scenarios, Y theory is what employees prefer and what is easier on managers. Employees don't want to feel like they're distrusted and necessarily that someone is double checking their work, kind of checking for mistakes. They want to make sure that within job specialization that their managers can trust them to do a good job the first time. I think there are some scenarios that Theory X can be applied for management. This is possibly with new employees who aren't as well trained, or for an employee that has kind of proven time and time again that maybe they show up late to work or that their work is not to the equal quality of others on their field, that they may need a little bit more monitor or a little bit more supervised by their manager. But for the most part, I think employees tend to enjoy the Theory Y system of management for those reasons that they don't want to feel like they're distrusted. Specifically, I used to work at an ice cream shop, and I would see how employees that were new, I would kind of manage them a little bit more, maybe double check their work, making sure they know what to do and know how to approach a situation. But employees that had been working there for a long time, I wanted to make sure I didn't want to micromanage them. I knew what they knew that they were doing, and that it was an easier and nicer shift for both of us, that I wasn't having to double check them. And they also just felt like we worked as a seamless machine. But overall, like I said, I think Theory Y is the best and creates the nicest work environment, simply because everyone's not stressed out and checking each other's work all the time, but it creates an environment of trust, as well as the manager is able to focus on large scale issues and kind of be what a manager is rather than double checking someone's work. So that is why Y theory is the best management style.